I see why you mad, you ain't swaggin' like this. Police in my whip, but we thought I had bricks. Say I wouldn't make it, but it's happening quick. Hating on me now, when I ain't got shit, you better let me get rich. You better let me get rich. You better let me get rich. Hating on me now, when I ain't got shit, you better let me get rich. Since they started with us cheap,
Okay. Somebody got something open that shouldn't be open because it sounds like it's a backdraft. Sandra, cut your other thing off.
Hold on.
Because one of them is not going to work.
Okay.
Now turn that one back on. You muted. You're muted. You muted.
There I am. Hi.
Okay. Get it right now. Get it right. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening, America. Good evening, America. Okay, we're live. Another episode of the Rabble.
Well, I would like to start off by saying good evening to my good friend in Texas. I want to wish you a very happy February. I don't have no Valentine for you, so just give you an early, wish you the very best on Valentine's Day.
It's always Valentine's when you love good.
Good, okay.
All right. Marion Munn said, thank you, Dr. Howell and Dr. Brennan, for being bold and sticking with the science. It's not safe to open these schools up. We're already in the building now. They're opening up for in-person learning. That's something we're going to get to after a while, Marion. If you stay on, we're going to get to that. That's one of our topics tonight.
That's correct.
On the show about our third or fourth. No, it's our first topic. That's our first topic.
That's our first topic.
That's correct. That's correct. We can get right on to it. We got some people that's going to be late. I don't know whether Charles is coming on tonight. And I know that Air is still in a meeting. So if they don't show up and they have to run over, then it's the three of us. That's more conversation for Charlie Brown. We used to do our stuff anyway, Charlie.
As long as we can get him in the bed by what, 8:30?
Oh Lord have mercy! Don't even.
About 8:30.
And we're going to try to go to the 8:30 format after a while. We're going to try to go to an 8:30 format where we're going to make this a 90-minute show. So stay tuned for that after a while. It might not be this week, but it'll be next week, and then after we're going to make it a 90-minute format. So y'all have to talk a little bit less. Get your sentences out quickly, because what you say, Charlie?
I said that'll be real good, because you have to realize when you get a certain age, you get up at 4:30 in the morning or 5. So I need to be in bed by no later than 9 to get some sort of little bit of decent sleep. Okay, if you want
Yes,
to
sir.
call it
I want
decent.
to make sure, and I want to make sure that you got decent sleep coming. You know, I
Yeah.
want to say hello to everybody out there watching. Gary Monroe, Gina P. Taylor, Gabrielle Nelson, Marion Mott, Angela Simmons, Terry Mobley, John Hall. Hey, what's up, John? That's my partner, y'all. Oh, John. Y'all, so we want to be able to, we'll get right into it. The school reopening. They aren't opening them right now, but they have a resolution that they put in and they voted on that gave Ann Levette the authority to go ahead and open them when she saw fit. But they told her don't scuttlebug on it to get it done. So I don't know what the hell that meant when they said it, but we're gonna see what they do. But
Did
that's
they
what
vote on it? Did they have a vote on it?
yeah, the vote. It was 6. It was 6. It was 7-2.
Oh,
Everybody
in
voted
favor?
that she could open them when she felt fit, except Tanya and Dr. David Brigham. The two doctors, there's 3 or 4 doctors on there, but those two there, they knew what the hell they were doing and talking about, I guess. I don't know what everybody else looking at, and one of the things that we'll talk about in a second is why there are no deaths in this school system. We're going to tell you why in a second. 9 p.m. is Marion's bedtime too, Charlie Brown. So y'all go to bed at the same time.
That's right, because we get up early in the morning time and we feel like we can get more done during the day. Unlike you guys want to sleep in to 8, 9, 10 in the morning. Unfortunately, I can't. My body won't let me do that.
I wake up every morning and start work at 5 o'clock. But thank you. Let's go on with the topic.
I don't have a violin for you. I'm sorry.
Well, first we had the pastors protesting against the openings. I was there yesterday, and I was only 2 medias there, and that was me, the most important media,
That's
and
correct.
and WTOC, and they were out there protesting, saying that they didn't like the schools being open this week. They thought it was going to be this week, but they gave it the authority to open them when she felt like.
Well, right. One of the things. Go ahead. You want to go ahead, Sandra? I was just. Well, let me just say this. I saw the report on the pastors, and I thought, in my opinion, maybe it should have been more of the members and stuff coming out and show support, because I know they represent the churches, who they're pastor for. And it is concerned because, there's a lot still going on, and we just can't take and get this started. I am concerned about it. I'll be perfectly honest with, because I know what, COVID-19 can do. If it do take hold, all of a sudden you got it going. You can go ahead, Sandra.
Yeah, I'm torn, and I understand, the position of the teachers, the board, everybody. I understand even the parents that's out here. You have some parents saying, I want my child in school, and then you have some parents saying, no, I don't trust it. And I understand it from all the way around, but it's not going to hurt these kids to stay out of school, miss a year and a half of school. I would rather them miss a year and a half of school, or even 2 years of school, and then we catch them up, we remedial them, and we do all these things, than to, for those same pastors to be preaching, funerals.
Yeah.
That's correct. That's correct.
I think that we have to, everybody's wanting things to get back to normal, and I don't want to say that this is our new normal, but we have to deal with this because of the old administration not jumping on top of this COVID right away. This is what happens when you let a pandemic get out of control.
Oh, that's correct. That's correct. We got 37,000 students, 5,600 staff members. So if you got that many teachers, okay, they're not worried about the kids. Evidently, the kids' immune systems are fighting this off to some degree better than older folks like y'all. So you know,
I'm not going to respond to that. So go ahead, Julius.
Us younger people are fighting it off real good.
Right.
So what I'm saying is that they have to look at it as the teachers can get sick, taken home to their elderly parents, and infect them. You know, and it's bad. You know, the vote was today. The vote was today. It was 600. I mean, it was 7-2.
Right.
And it was only 2 people that voted for not to open. That was Dr. David Brigham, and Dr. Tanya Howard Hall.
Correct.
These two are the only 2 that did not vote for the schools to be open.
What's some of the criteria that they look for when did they look at other school system and seeing how it was being run in other areas? Did any research went into it and see how many deaths they might have had, or to pick up the corona in other areas when their school went back? Because there are other school systems around the country is back in operation. And I'm thinking that they do the research. I'm concerned. Again, I'm not worried about, I am concerned about all young people and all individuals, but I am worried about Chatham, where I live at.
Yeah. And then also, they came out, I think it was the beginning of this week or last week, the CDC came out with a study saying that, it wasn't bad for the schools to be open as long as they use the precautions and things like that.
Right.
But, the CDC, for me, they lost their credibility last year, when they were letting Trump influence what they put out as credible information, and it seemed like last year, every other week, if Trump didn't like something that they were putting out,
right,
they would say what they wanted him, what he wanted them to say. So I don't feel confident in the information that they're giving us,
Well, I feel confident now that the information they're giving us. Vanessa said, the thing is your child life worth it? We can catch up with normal, but we only get one life. And Tanya said that in her remarks today. Dr. Tanya Howard said that you can, I forgot how she said it, but she said you can always teach a kid, but you can't teach them once they're in the grade. It was something that like, yeah, you can't teach them anything once they're there.
Right.
It was powerful what she said.
Yeah, and I guess at the same time, you can always catch up. I mean, you really can. I mean, I understand. I've heard rumors on the street. I heard individuals talking. The kids are falling behind. Kids got a young mind and they can catch up. And I think we'll probably be more safe till some more people get vaccine and get in play. So, and I don't think there's enough people gotten vaccine yet. And we're talking about it's going to affect roughly 42,000 people, including the students and the teachers. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of people that is going to affect. And, we just got to do something about it. John Hall was saying advocate for the vaccination. Some people don't trust it, John. This government has always had. But I guess since it's on such a mass scale now that you probably can trust it more than something like the Tuskegee experiment or the mosquito experiment here in Savannah. You can trust it more because they're giving it to everybody and not just a small segment so they can test it to see what it's going to do. They experiment on certain people. But I don't know, you know, we just, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be one of the last people. Y'all can take it. I'm gonna eventually take it, especially if I'm going on this cruise in May. So I'm gonna have to take it, I guess. So Sandra, them dancing and everything won't give it to me. Mr. Brian,
I got a phone call. I got a text today saying that I need to contact the VA Medical Center and they're ready to inject me with some of the with this vaccination.
Go ahead and get it. So, go ahead.
You need to go ahead and get it done, Charlie.
Go ahead and get it, big dude.
I just said you wasn't listening. I said I just got the text today. I hadn't texted back yet and decide on when I'm going to take it, but I'm going to take it because although I like for people to see how other people respond from it. If they start acting really strange, then I don't want to take it.
Yeah, I was going to monitor you to see how
okay.
So go ahead and take it next week and let me know when you take it.
Okay.
And then I'll know whether I should take it. One of the questions is, should we wait until all the staff is vaccinated before the schools open? I think that would be a good idea. They're essential workers, so they should be vaccinated first, and then we can. I wouldn't mind then you slipping back into a hybrid situation where they're doing 3 days in school, 2 days home, until everybody's vaccinated, and then we'll feel safer about our kids not being able to do that, to get it from an adult and taking it to their grandparents, up to their parents.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way, Jew.
Yeah, what you say, Mr. Brown? You think that we should wait for the school to open before everybody get their vaccination shots before school open, or you think they should go back in here first now?
Well, evidently what's taking place, they're going to reopen. So you're going to try to encourage as many teachers as possible if they can get in line to get a vaccination or they can get with the system, the medical system, and put the teachers ahead because they're going to be, out front of these 37,000 students. So I think they're like the first response and others, they need to be top priority to go ahead and get the shot done. Because evidently they're going to reopen because the vote you just said was 7-9. So, I mean, 7-2. I'm going to have to.
How does Ann Levette feel about it?
At night.
Well, I think that Ann has a thread of very thin line because she needs those board members and she don't want to alienate them. She don't want to alienate too much of the public. So she said she has to do what they tell her when it comes to something like this here. She's going to give them her advice on what it is, but she still has to be even-handed with it and see where it goes at. But sometimes
you keep in mind, Dr. Ann Levette, she do run the school, Chatham County, but she take her orders from the school board, and that's why you have school board. It is her job to run it, and she can make a suggestion, but they have the right to vote because they is her boss, and they all got and voted, and you said it was 7-2, and it will open. But I'm saying, please have the teachers, the janitors, and the lunchroom people to get ahead of the line, just like the first responders, and give the vaccination to them so it can maybe help out because the young people might not affect. But if some of them get sick, it can start a spread. Maybe you can help me. What's that herd thing they call herd? When it pick up herd, I don't know exactly what that means, how it works.
Well, it's when if you have more than a certain amount or percentage of a population that gets inoculated, it can protect the other percentage that's not. So what Dr. Fauci has said is that if we get up to 80% of the people in the United States to be vaccinated, the 20% that's not, because of course the numbers will go down, you know, the infection rate will go down, and will the 20% that's not that hasn't been infected, you know, they won't be catching it so often.
Okay, well, we got the first experimenter guy right here, this old goat right here, Jerome Irvin Sr. So I guess I can go back to that old goat right there. So he said the school bus yards are being closed because of COVID-19. They don't trust the polio vaccine. They didn't trust the polio vaccine either. It has not affected me yet. I got it 3 weeks ago. So if you got it 3 weeks ago, I ought to be all right, old dude.
Yeah, y'all about the same age.
John Hall says the schools are clean. We have people who come in and contaminate these buildings, fry the outside by not masking, no social distancing. And Vanessa said herd immunity. That's what it is, herd immunity. They want to get enough people.
Thank you. I like to say thank you, Vanessa Taylor, and I like to say good evening to her as well. And I also like to say John Hall is absolutely right about older people do go to bed between 7 and 8. So I got all the plugs in for both guys who responded. Thank you so much. Now, Mr. Moderator, you can continue.
Why no deaths in the school system here? The reason that there's no deaths in the school system here is because they weren't in damn school. If they were in school, they would have had a bunch of them probably. Yep. They weren't in school. They had the hybrid system. Then they went to, well, they had no school. Then they had the hybrid system. And then, because my granddaughter was in the hybrid system, she was going to school. But now Tanya stays home with her every day. And while Gabrielle goes to work. So, but anyway, that's why there were no deaths in the school system here, because they were very careful. And what these people are doing is trying to test it. They're saying, oh, ain't been no deaths here. Well, damn, if they open them up and you go to school, then it might be some deaths. So you gonna mind somebody dying just so you could have a babysitter to babysit your kid.
And then I don't like how it's going to be spent, because in Atlanta, where you have teachers that are dying, when they write it up in the papers, this person was a teacher in the Cobb County School District, which was one of my friends. They brought her body back to Savannah last week. But anyway, she was a teacher, but they're saying in the paper, but we don't know if she caught it from school.
Right.
You know? So that's the spin that they put on it. You know, where else could she have caught it from?
Yeah. That's a good question.
Well, again, they're going to do that. So we need to put some measurements and ask the medical individuals to let them get in line and give vaccination to the school workers, the teachers, you know, and do that as soon as possible, because they will open. What's the date set to open? I mean, we could talk about it all day, you know, and put about strong. Excuse me?
They didn't say. Yeah.
Right. Right. They didn't give a date, Charlie. What they did was gave her permission to open it. They voted on the resolution. Deion Hoskins objected to it, but she still ended up in the end voting for it. She wanted to amend it. And what it was she wanted to amend it to be more with some specificity. And they didn't want to do that because they wanted to be able to pressure Ann Labette to open the schools later on. But had they voted not to open them, ain't about 3-4 months left, right? 3 months. School is out in May. Late May, school is out until August.
Right. School is out right the May the 24th or 25th or something like that.
Yeah, and I think that we'll be ahead of the curve in May. You know, we'll be ahead of the curve in May. And when school is out. So over the summer, we'll see what it's doing, and then they'll be able to open school fully in August. What you gonna miss a year?
Plus, more individuals be vaccinated by them, because we talking approximately less than 120 days, which is 4 months.
Yeah,
it'll be a lot more individuals.
That's nothing to wait so you can have an alive person. The person will still be alive. But if you go in there rushing in here like these people want to do and risk people's lives because you ain't gonna risk your life because you don't care about your kid's life. Well, I'm saying that. Those people say you shouldn't say it. No, if you're taking your kid to school, to some degree, you don't care.
Well, and then by August or maybe during the summer months, they need to have a planning session on, okay, how do we catch the kids back up? It can be, thinking of year-round school like they have down in Dooley County. They've been having year-round school in Dooley County for many years now. And those kids, they fare a lot better. So, maybe they should start thinking about that as a way of catching the kids up, for this year and a half that they've missed.
Yeah, well, they got nothing but testing in April, nothing but testing, and then they get out in May. So a lot of testing in April. They get all the grades, they see what's going on. The teachers evaluate them a little bit more to see whether they want to pass them, and then they get out in May. So we'll see what it brings. We'll see what it brings.
We're just hope and pray, and I'm not gonna say keep our fingers crossed. We hope and pray everything going to be okay, and they come up with some very watchful eye to make sure things are being done right. Social distance, the classroom, if they can spread them out some, we can make it work. And like I say, it will open because they already voted, but I don't see how Anne Levette can override them unless she can go back to them and show them, although she runs it. But at the end of the day, the school board is her boss, employee. I mean, that's who she worked for. I mean, basically. And she worked for, I guess, the citizens of Chatham County with the 37 stores. But the school board people are the people who write policies.
What has been the infection rate in Chatham County?
Joyce might can share that with you because he go to the hospital a lot. He was there last week, week before last, with a bad finger. So he can probably share more about that kind of information. He seemed to be. The other day, him and I was talking, and I said, "You certainly is nosy." And guess what? He turned to me and say, "No, I'm inquisitive." I said, "Julius, they mean about the same, okay?" So maybe he can share it with you.
Well, being inquisitive is a little bit different than being nosy.
See, anyway. There you go again. It's almost the two of the same. You nosy and inquisitive, you asking a bunch of questions. Please spare us, okay?
Listen, y'all share this show. Share. Invite and follow. Go to All Things Relevant Media on Facebook, YouTube. You got ATR Media, Black Media Network. But share. We're trying to get this information out there to everybody. Our next subject is Georgia State employees' salaries too high. Are they too high? Man, did y'all get this list?
Yes.
What?
Wow.
Yes. I didn't get a list.
I sent it to everybody. You just didn't check your email or your text. This is incredible.
Yes.
This is incredible.
Julius,
this is Georgia employees, Georgia State employees. Everybody that work for the state of Georgia.
Yes.
They got 70. What is Charlie?
71,000 state employees.
71,000 state employees.
Right.
Okay.
There is the top 25.
The top 25 I got right here.
They come from colleges. I think they come from one of the colleges. I don't have it right in front of me now, but their salaries, if you combine all their professors, is about 8 to 9 of them from one college, all make right at, I want to say $3-4 million.
No,
But
nothing.
that depends on what your position is, because I'm telling you that some of these people that should be making money, like the people that work in the prison system,
Right.
And the Georgia State Patrol officers, they hadn't had raises in I think it was like 10 years.
Listen to this here, son.
They just
Number
raised.
25.
Get these calories out, Julius, a little bit.
Number 25. Number 25. His name is Terrence O'Keefe. He's a professor at Augusta University. I guess that's the medical college.
Mm-hmm.
He makes he's number 25 on this list.
Okay.
He makes $634,350 a year.
Again, the salaries are not being equal. It's not being equally spread out, because I used to work for the state of Georgia, and hell, I probably could have got food stamps.
What did you used to make? Tell us so we can know now. Don't hide it. Tell us.
I was a manager, and I was only making like $47,000.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And you have, don't you have dual masters?
Two master's degrees. So
don't you call that dual masters?
Yes.
Okay, just get it correctly. That's all.
Yes.
I just want to know. Okay.
And it's not so it's not, it's about who you know.
Okay.
What department you're in, and how your skin pigmentation is.
That's the main thing, your skin pigmentation.
Wow.
I don't think that a person on there, if it's a black person on there, it's probably one out of these 25. I doubt if it's one. The top guy.
Can you go to the middle and then to the end? I'm just curious.
Let's go to the middle. The middle guy will be your Georgia Ports Authority guy, the guy right here in Savannah. Right here in Savannah. Look what he makes. He makes $820,000 a year. $829,000 a year. This is the guy that sits there at the Georgia Ports Authority. He gets state money that we're paying him to manage the docks right there.
Man.
Yeah. He need to be doing every damn job out there. He need to be unloading ships and some more stuff. $128,000.
Exactly.
You are so right, my friend. When you told me you was inquisitive, it's more than nosing. You on top of things, my brother. You right. He should be driving forklift, cleaning the bathroom, doing a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Coffee, every damn thing. You should be $829,000 a year.
And I bet you $1
bonus.
And I bet you $1 for a dime. If he has a bachelor's degree, that's all he got.
You're right. You're right about that.
So
I've seen it too many times.
The governor don't make but $100,000 a year, right, Charlie?
Yeah, but to be honest with you, that's all he needs to make for what he does.
Yeah, he make $100,000 and then the kickbacks. He make $100,000 and then kickbacks.
I say make a mess because he ran on guns. If you remember, drawing it on the boy on the pickup truck.
Yeah,
but he's gonna be sitting outside my door tonight trying to shoot me or nothing. But all these
number one,
all these professors, y'all ain't gonna believe what the number one guy makes.
How much? $1 million?
And tell what he does.
The number one guy, his name is Mark Becker. He's the president of Georgia State University.
Okay.
He makes almost $3 million a year.
Yes, that's unbelievable. And you can't be that smart. You can't be that smart to deserve that much money.
Exactly, because all he got was a PhD.
Yes, he does have a
PhD. $3 a year.
That's unbelievable.
Number two is $2 million behind him.
Wow.
Now, all these are privileged positions. We already know this. We ain't none of us getting these positions. Because if that's the case, I'm gonna make Marissa start studying to be the goddamn professor of Georgia State tomorrow.
All right, Julius, you gotta pay for cursing. But at the same time, yes, you curse. I want you to keep in mind, to anybody know Social Security number, I want to let them know I'm having a tough time making it if they make that kind of money.
Exactly. You know, but yet and still all of the other people, you know, and this is where you have the separation.
Ferrante said he's gonna start him a university. You might as well have the state supplemented, because if the state supplemented, you're gonna get some money, Ferrante. Because I'm talking about, this man makes $3 million a year.
That's unbelievable. So people say it pay to go in the government and know the right people.
And know the right people.
And plus,
Charlie, this is robbery. They're robbing the state and the taxpayers. They're robbing the state and the taxpayers.
Well, we could say the same thing in the city departments.
Whoa, let's not get on that.
Okay.
$3 million a year to run Georgia State University? Really? Yeah. Jay Jones, what you say about that, man? $3 million a year to run Georgia State University? I can't believe it. Incredible. Incredible. I mean, it's just astronomical. All these guys, y'all see them on there. Ain't nobody black on here. All these guys, I mean, we ain't gonna make it about race. We're gonna make it about privilege. We're gonna make it about class. We're gonna make it about elitism.
Julius,
you know, and that's what it's about.
Julius, one of the things I used to say, and I still say it, no one can put a value on your value, what you should make. And all these individuals got that in their DNA. In other words, they're giving it to them and they feel like they have that kind of value. So that's what you got going on there. Because what you think you actually worth. Tell me what you think you worth.
I got to be worth a whole lot. Look at this here. The chief operating officer at Georgia Ports makes $689,000. Edward McCarthy. He was probably one of the McCarthy boys that's from Savannah.
I'm saying nobody
the chief commercial officer at Georgia Ports make more than the chief operating officer. Really? The chief commercial officer make $708,000 a year, and the rest of this thing is filled with nothing but professors all over. What the hell?
A bunch of them from Augusta College, a bunch of them.
Oh, there's 3 people on here that I'm really kind of, I'm trying to figure out. They are the chief investment officer and the co-chief investment officer for the Teachers Retirement Association.
I saw that.
Both of them make almost $1 million a year.
It comes from the teachers union. It comes from their pension. It comes from their dues they pay, Julius.
These are state employees.
Yeah.
What the hell? Somebody is lacing the pockets just like Georgia Power is running everything. I hope my lights don't come on. I paid my damn bill. I hope my lights don't come on. Georgia Power is the 4th executive body of government in the state of Georgia. Georgia Power.
They run things in this state.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all what. Over here in Texas, we have so many power companies. Till a place like Savannah, Georgia Power, they could never have a monopoly. My bill has never been over $60.
Wow,
that's great.
Like,
wow, that's great.
Like That's the highest it gets.
Now,
even in the summertime.
now, that's not your heating bill too, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
But listen,
because we get to choose.
Georgia Southern coach, they got him on here. They should have had Georgia coach on here. I didn't see him. But Georgia Southern coach makes $706,000 a year.
The new coach. Wow. The new coach does, yeah.
Yeah, Chad Lunsford.
Yeah, Lunsford.
Yeah, but this is some crazy numbers on here. How? I mean,
Julius, why don't you ask the audience to give us their opinion, and they might be pretty interested in what they might share.
Right here. I'm behind, so I'm behind. Let's somebody say it's a bargain. Jay Jones said it's a bargain.
Tell Jay Jones he speak with folk tongue. He lies. That's not a bargain.
Make about race. Jay Jones said they control the next set of world leaders, doctors, nurses, engineers, and lawyers. They do, Jay Jones. But how about pay them all that? How about pay them all that? They
don't need to make that kind of money. What's going to make them even smarter? I disagree with Jay on that.
Jay Jones, the vice president came from Howard University. I bet Howard University only making that. Joe Biden went to Delaware State or somewhere like that.
And Joe Biden is the president of the United States. Don't make but 400,000. What? Jay, I disagree with you. I don't care if they turning out nurses, doctors. You are absolutely wrong. You are dead wrong.
They do that everywhere.
And you know what?
Their salaries can be $1 million, and they can still do a great job, an excellent job. So $3 million gonna make them do a super job. They can't make them smarter. So Jay, you take that and you stick it in the nearest closet.
Hey, I'm wondering how the guy, Georgia State president, is making more than the University of Georgia president. The University of Georgia president is making, I think, almost $1 million.
He had a better lawyer, and he better a better contract.
This is crazy.
Julius, and Sonia, why would you even try to start your own business or company, and you can work from them and don't have less headaches and everything else? And you're going to say, pay them $3 million, and they're going to make the nurses smarter, the doctors smarter. Jay going to say, they got their hands, and that's a bargain. What they're paying the public school system, what they're paying the teachers in the state of Georgia. Jay Jones need to go take a headache powder. He is out of his mind. And it's the first time I ever strongly disagree with him. What make them be smarter? Are he kidding me?
Hey, Bernard, Georgia State might be bigger now, but $3 million, bro. $3 million for the president? How much Savannah State president making? Probably about 100.
No, they make about, you're right, about right at 200.
I mean, they not making baller money.
Jay Jones said you verbally abusing him when he can't fight back.
Oh no, he can fight back. It's fact. I can fight him in person. So if you pay them $5 million, so they're gonna be 10 times smarter.
Yeah.
On his theory, that's what he's saying. And he's absolutely wrong. They'll be
Brown said he makes $3 an hour.
That's right. And how about all the people who are making minimum wage and working McDonald's, Burger King? That don't make them cook better when they make $25 an hour. They cook about the same. Come on, man. Don't you dare out here. If he's going to be our future leader, he's going to have a clearer head than that.
Go ahead, Sonia.
I'm with Tanya when she's saying that we have teachers in the school system and they want to start them out. They have degrees, but they start them out at about 30, no more than 40,000. But then the people in the office, you know, Ann Levette and all of them, I've been saying for a long time, they're top heavy in Chatham County because all of them sitting up in there making all that ball of money, over $100,000. Ann Levette making 200 and whatever $1,000. $300,000
plus benefits.
You know, and here your teachers, you want your teachers to put their lives on the line, you know, for $40,000. Kiss my what?
You know, I have no problem with these salaries being 500,000 or less.
Well, Julius, y'all let me explain something. They talking about executives in corporate America saying they're making too much money. And you gonna tell me this is a state and they're paying that kind of money? The people is not gonna be any smarter. I'm telling you, I think they should make a great salary, but not a super great salary.
But you know
got what? 3 guys on here working with the teachers retirement system of Georgia. They all making over $800,000 a year.
Tell me what they're doing to make the teachers better then. Huh?
But you know who we need to blame? The budget committee for the state, because they're the ones that sign off on the budgets, and these budgets are submitted to the state every year. And if they're not looking through it to see, okay, well, why is the salaries so high here? And nobody's really looking, you know. And
okay, here you go.
Well, this is
if you take the people.
All you gotta do is look.
Julius, wait a minute. If you take the people who help keep that school open, the janitors, the lunchroom workers, and the people, if they quit tomorrow, them $3 million salary, trash will pile up, clog up the drains and everything.
That's correct.
Those are the people who keep it working and keep it going. And now you're gonna tell me this college guy gonna make $3 million. Oh, he gonna make a nurse 10 times smarter. He gonna make a doctor 20 times smarter. No, he's not.
Bernard Brown,
he's sucking up biscuits and syrup and telling us we stupid. We are stupid.
Bernard Brown say you ready tonight, Charlie Brown.
No, I just get angry at people gonna try to tell me, oh, what teachers didn't deserve more? Yeah, teachers do deserve more.
He said he didn't say that teachers don't deserve more. He didn't say that.
No, I say
the problem is America has worried about the wrong thing for years, and they got away with the biggest kidnapping in America. And they wonder why teachers can't pay off their student debt, and debt forgiveness is a joke. You're right,
exactly.
Absolutely right. We recognize as people until we reverse the biggest case in Black America, Dred Scott versus America.
And Julius, one of the things in corporate America, they say you got people making minimum wages and executives making $5, $6, $7 million. And I'm saying it's something wrong with that picture, and that's what they're trying to do is neutralize it now, saying executive should not make as much and be paid up. It's all political. We're aware of that, but still they shouldn't be making it. I don't care if it was a new dance.
It is all political. These people appointed by the state also, since they're getting paid by the state, the board of regents, the provost, whoever it is that are doing these appointments. When Stacey Abrams is governor, is she gonna have the same ability to appoint Black people to these positions? What's the deal? You know, we got to see. Malvie's still laughing at you, Charlie Brown, and Bernard Brown said, "Yep." And but I say teachers have always been underpaid, but they do the most in this country. That is absolutely right, Bernard. The teachers do the most work in this country. Bernard, you need to give me a call. You're supposed to be on the show talking about it instead of commenting about it.
Listen to this. Listen to this. If you take some of them,
Jay Jones said he coming for you.
come on the show. I welcome you to come on the show. Oh, Barry one.
I'm gonna send the link. Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna send the link.
Send him the link.
Listen, well, Jill, on top of that, if you take some of those salaries and break it down and give the teachers more money, you'll have money to spread out all across the state and give teachers a salary increase. You don't want to have the truth. You just want to have what's good. That is the truth.
And you know what? And if you gave the teachers pay increases, and increases that they could really live off of, you know, they would be teaching, they would be more apt to really teach our children, because they're just showing up right now. We don't have the type of teachers that had their heart in it the way we did back in the day. You know, I grew up at Jacob G. Smith when Mr. Slack was there, Charles Slack, and he was a great teacher. Miss Price and all of these people, they had passion because they really weren't thinking about the money. But now with things being so high, hell, you got to think about the money.
Well, Sam, I'm gonna have to come to some of them rescue. It is times a little bit different back than when you and I, or maybe when I went to school. I'm saying there are still a lot of teachers out there do have the passion, the drive to make a difference with the kids, and it's not as much about money. They are concerned, but the percentage is not that high. I agree with what you're saying, but we can't discredit the ones that are. There are teachers out there want to make a difference and still making a difference, but the percentage, in my opinion, is small. And I won't try to call a number, but it is small compared to when you and I went to school in the early years, because all the teachers wanted to be there. They wanted to help you because they wanted to have a better tomorrow. So my teacher should have been making $1 million, then I'd have been twice as smart or 3 times as smart than I am now, because they made that kind of money and I should have been really smart.
Yeah, if you spread the money, it's different. Here go Mr. Jones, Charlie.
Jay Jones, I'm surprised at you. I am surprised at you completely. You and I, because, excuse me, if you're going to come in here and go to sleep, the Holiday Inn is not open right now. It's closed down because of the pandemic we got going on. Here.
I like
you
how
came
you,
over
I like
here
how
and
when I
asked me
come
to
on, you
hotel.
try to out-talk me so I don't get a chance to say nothing.
Go ahead, Jay. Speak your piece.
Go ahead, Jay.
Like I say, a bird will fly away when he needs to fly away.
We lost it. He lost the signal. Okay, Keisha came and took that phone out. Keisha came and took that. I saw her walk behind it, so she came and took that thing out of his hand.
All right, let's move on, y'all.
We're gonna move on to the next subject because Jay, you had your chance to talk about that. Here we go. Salvation Army. Salvation Army.
I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on with this.
Go ahead.
Tell y'all. Okay, they didn't have the vote the other day because the pressure was on, and if y'all they're trying to sneak it in. You know, they're trying to wait for the heat to let up. They're hoping that, okay, well, February will go by and then half of March, and then they'll sneak this vote on in. And by that time, the people would have, you know how people in Savannah are.
Well, it's March the 11th. They're doing it on March 11th. Should we keep the pressure up or not? Should we keep the pressure up?
Y'all better.
Okay, so February 11th, we need to do a 30-day campaign starting in about the next 8 days. We need to do a 30-day campaign of putting the pressure back on these people and trying to keep the pressure up. Vanessa say Jay gone. Gabrielle say, don't play with Jay Jones. He pulls up. Vanessa Taylor said, apply the pressure. We're going to apply the pressure, Vanessa. We just got to have people to help apply the pressure. That's what it's all about. You got to have people to help apply the pressure. You know, what are the plans? Now, this is the thing that we got to talk about, Charlie. What are the plans if the Salvation Army finds a alternative site? What are we going to do with that land? That land has been sitting there for about 20 years, they say. So what are we going to do with that land? They need to find a way. If they can find a way to give it to the Salvation Army, they ought to be able to find a way to give it to
Bernetta for her
Ivory Bay. They need to find a way.
I think it make it a solid industrial type park for economic boom, because you're right close to 516. That one of the things you can do, make it an economic hub for that area, and within that do a commingle with shopping, a little small shopping center like a strip mall and things of that nature adjacent to it, so you'll have a confusion of both of them.
And then
infusion. Sorry.
Yeah, we and that's what we need to do, because it needs to be something. We're gonna have Dr. Deidre Grimm on here in a few weeks. Deidre, get ready and have your stuff ready. We're gonna have you on so you can explain to us how can we get this to go into the Ivory Bay hands, because like they were trying to give it to these people. So we're gonna see whether we can get that. Gabrielle said create more gardens. Create more gardens at that site? No, you don't put no garden there. A grocery store, Vanessa, you're right.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying about this, Julius. That's what I'm saying. Industrial park, and then a strip mall, maybe with a supermarket and some stores and shop, and make it an economic hub.
But it's federal land. We need to see how we get that to be federal. You know, we need to see how we can get that to be. But I mean, from the federal government to give it to a private entity, or and I guess we'll have to figure out what kind of Deidre have to tell us whether it's possible. What's your girl name that's over there? My cousin at the hood.
Earlene Davis.
Earlene.
Yeah, that's your cousin.
Yeah, that was.
You know, you got nepotism all over the city and the county. I've never seen nothing like it. So you know, you're a dangerous man.
And I tell people this: there is no bigger family in this city, in this county, than us. There is none. Nobody comes even close to.
I can see that. I did not know she was related to you.
Yeah, nobody comes.
Wow. Is Van Johnson related to you as well?
Man, somebody told me to lie like that.
I'm just asking because you talk about him a lot. So
he's on our menu tonight too. He's on our menu tonight. So y'all get ready. We're gonna be talking about everybody tonight.
Julius, I think that Ivory Bay is a 501c3. So they could give it to them. It wouldn't be a private entity.
Well, we're gonna see. Deidre, get your stuff together.
They're just as much as of a 501c3 as the Salvation Army is.
Get your stuff together, Deidre Grimm. We're gonna see whether you got you could tell us all about it. Now we
we got a great show tonight because a couple people are missing, and I feel honored. One is that lady from Atlanta, Georgia, the one whose mouth just runs and never stops. You need to put an apple in her mouth or something. And then number two, where's that liberal from California? Where's the liberal? Where is he? And then number 3, where is Ivan Cohen?
I don't know where Ivan at. Ivan must be Ivan must be doing something tonight. Something wrong. Ivan ain't here tonight.
Maybe he
might have a date.
Julius, maybe he found him putting some food in his mouth someplace. He can't say anything.
Maybe he got a date. Maybe Ivan has a date.
Oh, a date? Okay.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go to the cat ball shenanigans.
Oh boy.
This is the hardest show.
Oh boy.
Shenanigans.
Tell Jay Jones to get on the show.
Please tell Jay Jones to get on that. Because I want to know the tea for real.
We need him now.
Is he still on that board? Is Jay Jones still on the board?
No. He's not long on the board to my knowledge. But he know a lot of the workings how Cat Bold work.
But tell me why. Well, I saw this thing to where Tabitha Odell was sent a letter by accident. Did y'all see that?
Was it an accident or they just covering their ass? Oh, excuse me. That was AZZ.
Yeah. I heard the Z's on it.
Yeah. Charlie wanted to try to find me another $5. That was AZZ. Who's that mom?
I believe that it's a big old cover up going on. I believe that Miss Sanderson.
Is murder hyping up murder?
Morgan.
M-A-U-L-D-I-N.
Malden.
Okay.
So
go ahead, Sandra.
I believe that Miss Malden, she knew what was really going on, and they were trying to silence her.
You know what I heard rumors about? The things I heard people just sharing with me. Again, this is not factual. They were saying she was giving out money all over the place. So if it's about money, maybe she wanted to catch them up in salaries and whatever, make them have not only a living wage, but have a salary they can support their family with. I heard it was about money, but again, these are just rumors. I have no concrete evidence. I don't know enough about it.
No rumors. Those are bad rumors.
I'm just telling you some of the stuff I was hearing, great one.
Odell not yet part of Cat Board. Attorney says this is a county attorney, Jonathan Hart. He got a letter right here from the Attorney General Office of the state of Georgia, telling him that was a violation of what is of the Open Meetings Act. So we got a problem at the Cat Board. They say they've been having a problem at the Cat Board forever. They got rid of this lady, and something has to happen because the vote was not a good vote because Charlie, you say she was getting out money.
No, Charlie, don't quote me. Charlie said, I've heard rumors that she was giving out bonuses and money to a lot of people, and that was one of the grievances of Cat Board, and they asked her about it, and she could not give them an answer. And those are just street rumors that when you're in a coffee shop or going near someone who know you, who bring it up to you. I cannot verify none of that, Jewish, at all. None of it. I didn't even know Tabitha Odell was not even on the board. I wouldn't have that.
Yeah, the attorney says that she shouldn't have never been on. That's his letter. That's his thing right there. It was.
Where's Jay Jones? If he's gonna try to get on the show, he can at least type in something now. I noticed he's Silence of the Lamb. Convenient for him.
Keisha told him it's time to eat, so I guess it's time to eat. So that's
time for supper.
Yeah, Keisha told him it's time.
Oh yeah, hold on a minute, just a second. She.
It's working.
Clinton Evanston is working to get Bakar Sanderson Malden reinstated. Yeah, we know Clinton is doing a great job. He's fair with the situation and even-handed. So we applaud what he's doing.
So the next time he run, you vote for him on the 2nd district. Keep that in mind, because you need to be fair as well. Okay.
He trying to get my boys, but now he one of my boys. So you don't know.
No, y'all didn't give it to Michael Hamilton, and Michael Hamilton is at the boys' club. And guess who's sitting in the 2nd seat district now? One of the greatest basketball players who ever played the game of basketball, Gator.
Let's not talk about that. Because I still don't know how that happened.
Hello, no, I'm going to say hello to Gator, my friend. He won, and that's the way it is.
Okay, y'all talk about this here. Talk about this right here. Y'all talk about this for 1 second while I send this invite.
Well, I mean, it just... So what are they trying to say? Are they saying that they didn't want her to vote that way? I mean, because from the way I read the article, they were saying that she was being blocked because she voted to cast
she seconded. I heard. I heard she seconded. Is that true? If James said he might can shine some light on it, he wanted to talk about them high-paying people, doctors and lawyers, and now and nurses. But he don't want to. He can type in right quick. He can put on that piece of neck bone and talk to us.
Shoot.
I'm trying to send this thing out and it won't send out. I don't know what's the problem. Let me send it through an email then.
Joyce, like I said, I don't know enough. I'm gonna have to go along with y'all and like Gary Monroe say, charm in. I'll charm in when I get to a part of it. I know some knowledge. Where's that Miss Scott at? She know everything, and she could have gone la 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 la. We don't have none of these people here, Miss Sandra, tonight.
Well,
we got you, and we appreciate you. Don't get me wrong, because you have been a great addition to the show. I want you to know that.
Well, thank you, Charlie.
Yeah, I mean that. But Miss that lady, Miss Scott, man, she'd have been here. You and I couldn't get a word in. La 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 la. Eating that Indian food. La 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 la. Don't try to expose me by making my picture look big, Julius. You put it down. Make me small again.
Make you small again.
Yeah, you know, like your picture small. I got this big old large picture up here. See, Asanda, what I'm saying, I don't know enough about the cat board, you know, and how they work things. And Jay Jones would have been a great addition. He was on the Letha Blakely show last night, and he was talking about how things work. And because he's been involved in it, if I'm not mistaken, all 4 years, you know, as the representative in the in the 6th district. There you go, right there.
I don't know if I want to answer. I don't know if I want to answer anything. If you gonna come at me like that, I want to go back to the first segment where we can go and tear at each other.
Then he said, "Hey,
we don't have to be enemy, my friend. You know, I'm a big ally, yo." But
hey, Miss Chandra, how you doing?
Hey, Jay, how are you?
Everything's well. Man. Hey, what's up, Julius? How you doing? How ATR doing?
I'm over here, Jay.
Hey, I only acknowledge Charlie Brown during the Christmas time. During the Charlie Brown special. That's it.
Jay, we have to get over that because we need to talk about what's going on with the Cat Bus Bowl, you know.
My boy Maurice just told you. Maurice just told you Helen nominated it and Tabitha seconded.
Correct.
What else you want to know?
Well, my question is, if she's only been the CEO there for 6 months,
Since
less
June.
than 7, what could she have done so bad?
Ms. McKeithen, in those executive sessions that we always claim to say we don't want to talk about what goes on in those executive sessions, I can tell you this without telling you what went on in the executive session. It wasn't more than $1,000, if anything, that was piecemeal to say this would be something that she did as far as that's concerned. And in any case, what she did was she did what normally people in those kind of positions, especially those people at Georgia Southern making $3 million, what they normally do is they go out there and build relationships. And that's all she did. She went out there and built relationships. And Chandra, I can say this. This is the first time in many years, the 4 years I was on the board and 3 years prior to that, that we are at the table with the Chamber of Commerce, Visit Savannah, CETA. We're actually talking about expanding in the Garden City, Port Wentworth, Pooler, making transit go. This is the first time, and City Savannah ain't did it yet this year either. This is the first time we had items on the legislative agenda tied to Ms. Malden. So, I mean, she did some powerful and great things, and she's moving the narrative. Anything you ask her to do, she goes out there and does, and she pushes the narrative forward. And so,
Jay, one of the things I've been hearing, again, is like I told Julius and Sandra, I couldn't prove it. People just whistling in my ear say she was giving away bonuses, a bunch of money that they were very concerned and unhappy with, and thought she wasn't qualified to be doing what she do. And I'm just saying some of the rumors I'm hearing.
Yeah, but
and again, the rumors not true. I'm just saying that's what people saying. I couldn't agree with it because I don't know enough about it.
But my thing is this, Charlie. If that's the case, then put it out there. Because whatever's in the executive session, we discuss in executive session, we do it for conversation pieces. It doesn't mean eventually it can't go out to the public and public knowledge can be out there heard. We lose nothing out there. If she stole something, did something wrong, or whatever case may be, put it out there. But if we just keep playing the, well, she did all this stuff, but we don't put no evidence out there, then it makes us look blind. And then if you look at how the rush job, and I ain't gonna talk about Julia's cousin. I ain't gonna talk about Julia's cousin today on the show. I just ain't gonna call his name out. But we ain't gonna talk about the rush job Julia's cousin did over at the county to kind of get her in that seat. And then now the attorney general put a letter out there, and now you want to pump the brakes and say, oh, we've been doing this for 30,000 years, and now all of a sudden we don't know how to do our job and put the thing out there. Come on, man. We ain't stupid. We were born on day, but it wasn't yesterday.
Go ahead, Jay. Get on him, Jay. Get on him, Jay. I like it. Get on him, Jay. Jay, stop. When people fail, they fail for two reasons. Lack of information, lack of knowledge. Get on him.
Yes, sir.
Charlie, you got a bad echo, Charlie. Do you have two devices on or something?
That's it. I got an echo. The echo coming from me?
That what it looked like.
Hey, Julius, he might got Al Scott on the other side listening on.
I haven't called you. You asked for Ivan Cole, there he is.
I'm gonna put it on mute.
But Chandra, I hope I answer your question. I know we joking and laughing and playing, but I can't help but be playing around with Charlie on. So.
But, I'm very concerned about that because if we look back historically, didn't we have a CEO before that was taking kickbacks and all types of stuff and not doing anything with that? And then we get a progressive Black woman that gets in that seat and starts really working. And now just cast her out because what? Because they can't control her? Or I just feel like she knew something.
Yeah, well, I my thing is she was making things happen. And I think she was making things happen quicker than what we normally see here down in small Savannah, Chatham County, and it needed to be slowed down. And then, money was starting to come out of some of them boys' houses and hands. And part of that's the big problem. Now, Julius, I don't like the comments because the comments keep blocking my face, and I don't see my face when you keep putting these comments. So you need to put the 4-block picture. You ain't saying that, but you got the biggest square. If you gonna do that, at least do that for Charlie. Thank you, brother.
Hey, I just want to say, and it's one of my devices, because for some reason it's an echo. I don't know where it's coming from. Probably because I'm out in King.
I keep telling you, it's coming from Al Scott house.
I think it's mine. Because when I muted, it wasn't there. But I want to say to my cousin out there, I still support you, my cousin, and I need you to do the right thing. Don't let them jam you up.
And Sean, I said this the other day, last night. I'm gonna say it again. I'm encouraging everybody to, on February the 12th, call your county commissioner and tell them Tabitha O'Dell does not need to go back on the CAP board, because they're gonna vote on it, huh?
She doesn't.
Yeah, but watch. You gonna have every news outlet in that building on February 12th. You are gonna have all kind of guests and everything like that, and we gonna see who really care about the community if they vote her to go back on that board. I'm just gonna call it like it is.
How about the echo still echoing there? Because I was on mute.
I don't hear the echo from you no more, Charlie.
Let me y'all talk.
Sean, did you have anything else, Sean?
No, I'm just disappointed, but that's nothing new about Savannah and me.
Well, Jay, I want to compliment you for coming on, because I know you and I got history. You're a very smart individual. You study the subject. You know how the game played, and you know how it works. And I'm taking advice from you, because I don't know enough about it to give constructive criticism either way. I really don't.
And earlier in that conversation, I want to break down something, and I'm gonna match it up with something else, so we ain't gotta go back to that conversation. When it comes down to HBCUs or Savannah State versus Georgia Southern, even when you look at appropriations coming from the state, when Savannah State got appropriated like $3 or $4 million 3 or 4 years ago, Georgia Southern got $26 million at the same time.
Remember.
So, and when you look at the president, the average salary for a president at Savannah State is anywhere from $200,000 to $500,000. And then when you're talking about Georgia Southern president making $3 million, he's got 2 campuses. He's in the
No,
city.
not Georgia Southern. That wasn't Georgia Southern. That was Augusta. That was Augusta College.
Oh, I thought it was Georgia Southern. I heard somebody say Georgia Southern. Georgia State. Oh, well, when the Georgia State, he don't deserve $3 million.
Okay,
I thought it was Georgia Southern. I apologize.
I'm glad you agree with me, because your next birthday, I wasn't going to buy you nothing.
It wouldn't matter. I wasn't going to look at the Charlie Brown special this year then.
Julius, cut him off. Thank you for coming on the show. You have a good night. Okay. Let me go to Al Scott and tell Al Scott what's going on while he's going.
You playing all that games. Hey, when I called out Al Scott and it was background noise, it disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
What's your next move, Jay?
I'm running for something probably next year, but I haven't made my decision yet.
Great. Keep it going, guy.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
I
ma'am.
love you.
I love you, Mo. How's Texas going for you?
It is wonderful. NASA is great and life is good.
Good. What part of Texas you in?
Houston.
Oh yeah, my line brother lived there. He was there 10 years. He lives in Dallas now, but he was there 10 years. He loved it. It's hot though.
It's no hotter than Savannah.
Yeah, it's that dry heat.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's dry.
But black people can make it here.
Yeah,
I wish I made this move 20 years ago.
Yeah, he did very well there. 10 years, he did very well there. He moved to Dallas, but he did very well there.
Yep.
Okay, so our next subject, y'all stay on if y'all want to, but it's a hot. We're gonna talk about the cat board and everything else, and we're gonna see whether we can get whatever is done in the cat board. It was an illegal vote. The motion to second it uh, was shouldn't have never been made because they said it was some type of mix up with her being on the board before she should have been on the board. So therefore, Ms. Malden ought to be able to just walk back in there and sit at her desk. You know, if that's the case, you know, she should be able to say, "Hey, I'm not fired because it was illegal what you did. I'm the CEO still. Let me sit down. My day."
Yeah, but Julius, they're gonna play old man Savannah politics with it, man. They're gonna
Yeah.
try to play dumb like it didn't happen, nothing happened. They're gonna try to drive it out to the 12, and then they're gonna try to slip her back on the board, and then they're gonna vote. Then the very next week they're gonna vote to get Ms. Malden out legally, and that's how they're gonna try to run the game.
Well, that's what they need to do. They need to do it legally so we can see what the deal is and we can see who's supporting this. Because whoever's supporting it, we're gonna see. You need to come out with your findings and tell the public why you fired this woman and make it plain. But Chester, don't see whether she fall on the knife for you because you falling on the knife for her. She's not gonna fall on the knife for you. You heard the judge ain't fall on the knife. So don't think that you will. So you better go ahead and appoint her.
I'm pretty sure on news, she is suing, to my knowledge.
Yes, she is.
Right.
No, I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about telling Chester to don't fall on the knife because they ain't gonna fall on the knife for you.
Nope. And Tabitha ain't gonna fall on nothing but a table. And
Ain't gonna do what? Ain't gonna do what?
I said Tabitha ain't gonna fall on nothing but a table. I think she stopped doing that when she grabbed her gun.
The plane.
I did not hear a thing.
Jay, Ivan Cohen said I used to wear Charlie Brown cousin's shoes when I was in elementary school, Buster Brown.
I used to wear Buster Browns too.
Oh, well.
But that's what said. Can you imagine the tension if she's alive back in her position?
And for the record, I just want it known that Chester can't even get away from the 4 or 5, Sandra, the 4 or 5 meetings prior to it. She has been holy hell on the board.
Yeah,
she has been holy hell on the
board. She was a distractor from pretty much the beginning. I remember.
Because she should not be put back on the board at all.
No.
Okay. So we y'all, if the public opinion is still out there,
we will see.
Rooting for Ms. Malden because you know we're scrutinized 10 times harder than everybody else.
And Charlie, I want you to know this. See, somewhere out there, the county thought they were smarter than CAT and didn't realize the CAT Act is written by, guess who? The state. So now the state legislators are involved in this too. And they looking at the CAT Act to see what they need to change as far as board appointments are concerned too.
See, that's information that I did not know. I don't know how many other people did not know that. I mean, once in government, again, when people fail, when community fails, there's only 2 reasons. Like information, like a knowledge. I don't care what no one say. Those 2 ingredients, you just say something that a great deal of us was not aware of.
And a lot of, and watch this, people will say, well, they need to change the decision to Capitol Dell. No, the only authority they have is they can go and say, we want to restructure the board. And we want the board to be like this, chemistry-wise, and these are the decisions the board can make. But they can't go back and vacate a decision that was made by a previous board. Only that board can do that. But what they can do is, and they're in session now, is and then watch this, it's not the whole state house either. It's just the Chatham County delegation, which is the state, the six representatives and the 2 state senators that represent Chatham County.
So they can add, for instance, they can add a little bit more people on, like from the city of Savannah.
Or they can take people away, or they can say instead of the county having 4, 5, 6 people, they can have 2 people.
Say, Julius, did you know that?
You
I can't hear you, Julius. But I wasn't aware of none of that. Okay, Julius said he was aware, but I was.
I was aware because Jay told. Anyway.
Okay, told you. Okay.
Next subject.
And I'm gonna say that
Thank you for sharing that information.
Charlie, I want to say before we start this next segment, Julius, I'm tired of you censoring me. I have freedom of speech. Thank you.
No, you're not Marguerite Taylor. You can't do that. Green, whatever her name is. You don't have the right.
Alicia Scott, if you're watching, I sent you the link to Facebook and email. I don't know why you ain't on, because you called and asked me to send it because she was leaving the meeting. So she was supposed to pop on, but she ain't on yet. Okay, what's up with Band TV Network? The Band TV Network.
He trying to keep up with ATR, man.
He's all over the damn place. He got a show coming on every damn day of the week.
What is it just him sharing information?
It's just him, period. He don't have no city council members. Nobody else can shine. Nobody likes to shine but him. What the hell is going on?
You know that.
Is he chasing APR? Is he chasing Keisha Gibson?
No, Dan might be running for the first congressional congressman. And so he figured he can put himself out there like that. You know, you can never tell what man next move might be.
Or lieutenant governor.
I want to run.
And you know, I feel like he's really doing this because he's trying to stay ahead of all of these headlines are, because I'm reading them down there and people are not really happy with him right now. So he's trying to pretend like he's doing so much. So he's putting so much information out there.
Chandra, every day,
information.
Every day, Chandra. Every day.
Every single day.
Every day. It ain't changing. Every day.
Keisha had 2,000 people watch her last week on her debut on this platform on a Monday at 7 o'clock. She got 2,000 people watch her here in the city. He started the show after, must be seen that. You can't tell me he already had that thing. Monday, motivational meeting with the mayor or something.
It don't even get changed.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on. He's shadowing us for some reason.
I blame Charlie.
Julian, once you give a commentary on what you think might happen, that will take up some of the time, because I'm getting a little bit sleepy because it's getting closer to 9 o'clock. So I want to hear your commentary.
You ain't got but you only have 6 minutes, Charlie.
You know that thing you said, like to say, I might be wrong and I doubt it. Give a commentary on something like that, please.
Well, they'll have to go to Facebook to see that.
No, I said this is another version of a commentary.
Okay.
Myself on mute.
Okay. My thing is, I think that he's just in love with them. I don't think he ever sees a camera that he didn't like, and that nobody else's light is supposed to shine but me. That's what I really think. Um, Jay looking at Fat now. And so, if you want to read what I really think about that, I write a column called I Might Be Wrong and I Doubt. And I usually write it once or twice a week. And I just tell how I feel from I might be wrong, but I doubt it most times. My thing is, Charlie, how can he get any work done? Now, this is what I do for a living. So, how can he be the mayor and get 3 or 4 schools ready and be on TV every day? It takes time to prepare for these shows. All damn day sometimes. I mean, I'm just good at it.
Did he retire from Chatham County?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well.
But he's the mayor now, and something should be going on. Besides giving all the money away to all these institutions that are having virtual events this year instead of in-person events.
I saw that. And their budgets should be cut because if you're doing something virtually, you're not much money.
Let's say everybody's mic is echoing except Jay's on. I'm hoping everybody can be able to hear this. I think what happened when I went out, came back in, I think that the problem was we got 20-something more minutes. I'm going to go out. I'm going to try to probably go out again and come back in and see what the last is.
Oh, man, he left a bad view for us there.
Did he?
Yeah,
okay,
man.
well, no.
Charlie, sit up, man. Sit up, Charlie.
Charlie sleep. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's why I told him sit up. Get in the camera angle.
Oh, that's so.
You not in charge, Charlie, because well, he back now. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I think that took the echo out there.
No.
Yeah. I don't hear it.
Jay, you the only one don't have it. I don't know what it is. There's something wrong with the mic.
I had my mute.
Very unprofessional, always yelling to get a vague point across. That's what Tabitha does. State reps should fit people to be on the board.
Nah, you can't put that power in the state rep.
I don't think so either. Everyone is echoing, maybe mute when you're not speaking. Yeah. Ivan Cohen said he made his copying at the Andrew Cuomo, who was on TV every day in New York. You're right, Ivan. Ivan, you see everything. You really do. Ask him where is that Grant Center money. I bet he will have a damn shut mouth.
Oh, man. Boy, hey, Cecilia be on it, boy. Cecilia be on it. Cecilia be on it.
Andrew Cuomo is a major influence of some of those leaders. And then there's a canyon outside of their locations, wonder which one. Probably me somewhere with this system. Because this thing never happened.
Now it's a part of the StreamYard. StreamYard every now and then will have echoes based on how many people when you bring in people in and out and stuff like that.
Yeah, but yours is not echo.
Yeah, because I understand how to work StreamYard. I mean, I'm on my Mac.
Well,
that's why I got off my cell phone and came on my Mac.
Oh, okay. Well, something's wrong. Anyway, we're gonna get on to
we ain't got nothing else to talk about, man. 20 minutes, let's roll, man. God, come on, man. Cause Charlie about to roll over in a second, man. I gotta make sure.
Let's get on to this crazy lady. Not Tabitha. The Georgia Congresswoman.
Oh, the one out of North Georgia, Rome, Georgia.
She up there somewhere.
Yeah, she out of Rome, Georgia. They said Rome, Georgia, gonna be Republican forever.
Yeah, because you got is a bunch.
They said they're gonna keep it Republican forever, and I saw it. It's about 23-30% African American up there too now. So
Yeah, I mean, it's not many of us.
yeah, they said
It's
Okay.
not many of us.
Well,
she the new Trump,
she is, and she don't care, and she's defining. I wish we kick her out of Congress.
and she all about 4'3".
Oh, she's a shorty.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Sean. Hey, she believes that 9/11 was fake news. That it was no. This is her here, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all. This is her here.
That's George
That's
Bush.
her.
That's George Bush, though. I mean,
You know, that's her right. She said that 911, that these planes never flew into the building. I'm sitting on the news watching it live when that plane never flew in. I didn't catch the first one. I caught the second. That one right there. She said that this plane in Pennsylvania never crashed. And she said that the Pentagon, they never crashed into the Pentagon.
but
You know,
this was during this Herbert Walker. They were that Junior was the
yeah,
president.
this is junior time. This is junior time. So, you know, Charlie, don't you go to sleep. But
No, I'm okay.
she believes that no mass, all the mass school, the school shootings, the mass school shootings, she said that those were kid actors and they were not paid.
First and foremost, what
Tell the
they
parents
should
that.
have done is give her a mental examination because this lady's not stable to be a congressperson. And I'm saying, I know we all have the right to run, but if she's saying stuff and doing stuff like that, you cannot allow that. Like Mitch McConnell, Turkey Neck, he say she's a cancer on the Republican Party. And
I said that earlier, John.
she is not the only cancer. Ted Cruz in Texas, where you at, is cancer. Rick Scott of Florida, cancer. These people are not owning up to the truth of anything, and Donald Trump is the ringmaster. He is a cult leader, and Marjorie Taylor, or whatever her name, she's a follower. Okay? So y'all want to play her up? Don't play her up. She needs to come down, if not take off of every committee, because she's on the educated committee. And that's not good.
Yeah.
But the problem we got with that here, the situation is she's in a gerrymandered district, and so as long as she pushes that whole Trump agenda and she keeps she gets the base moving, she's gonna be hard to be able to take out, man. So you
But
gonna
you
have
don't
to deal
have
with
to
her.
be on committees, what I'm saying, key committees. The Republican Party needs to sanction her somehow, because what she's doing is not good for the United States.
Yeah,
Well, you know, she said that, I mean, Karl Rove and Mitch McConnell say she's crazy. If Karl Rove and Mitch McConnell say she's crazy,
She crazy.
she's crazy. And they in her pocket.
but
I
they
mean,
ain't gonna they ain't gonna stop her from talking, and they gonna let her do all that BS.
Yeah. And this is my problem with Mitch McConnell and all of them, because Mitch McConnell also said that what Trump did on 1/6 was wrong, but he brought his ass right back
There you
a
go.
couple
That's
of
what
days
ZZ
ago. Huh?
That was with ZZ.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that was with ZZ.
right.
He came right back and voted with those other 42 GOP leaders to say that this what are they about to have, this trial was
The impeachment trial.
yeah, the impeachment trial, you know, they couldn't really have it because you can't impeach somebody that's out of office.
Let me tell you something. Ever since Georgia elected 2 U.S. senators and made it a 50-50 in there, Mitch McConnell, his whole conversation has changed.
Bingo.
So don't. I don't believe the hype. He gonna talk that conversation because he know anything he say moving forward ain't getting no kind of credit the next 2 years. Because Kamala Harris is the tiebreaker, and guess what? We already own the House. So whatever goes in front of everything, Mitch McConnell is backtracking like a mug. He done turned on Trump. He done turned on everybody else in the sun. But that's just going for 2 years. Now when they going after one of them seats, because it's like about 32 seats up. If they get one of them seats, you gonna see the real Mitch McConnell come right back out of his shell and be the same butthole he is, because he's in one of the most gerrymandered states in the United States of America.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that he was just saying the other day that what she was saying was crazy and all of this, but he's not voting according to what he's saying. You know,
because it's about what he put out there in the news, and the news picks up and says what he's saying, but we don't always do what you just said. Go back and see how he voting, and then call that part out.
Yeah,
that's what we need to do.
Because see, here they are running after Cheney to try to sanction her because she said, let's impeach him. So y'all sanction her, but you don't want to sanction this idiot?
And the people, to me, who dangerous in the Senate is, like I said, Ted Cruz is dangerous. And the Scott boy out of Florida, those are two of the most dangerous people in the U.S. Senate.
His name is Getz.
Yes.
Not Scott. Getz.
No, what you talking about? The state senator is Scott.
No, Getz.
No, what you is talking about, Jay?
You talking about what he knows. Rick Scott is not. Rick Scott is not. Don't, you ain't got to worry about Rick Scott. You got to worry about Getz.
Oh, the other one.
Yeah, that's the fool that's traveling all over the country acting a damn fool.
I got you.
He's the one that's just as worse as this girl is.
Now he's the junior senator, correct?
I don't even know what he is. Is Getz a senator or a rep? I think in the House. He's terrible. He's going all over the country. He's even trying to get rid of Dick Cheney.
Yeah, he's not a U.S.
You talking about Matt Gaetz?
He's a congressman.
Matt Gaetz.
Yeah, he's a congressman.
But see, you know, when we have gerrymandered areas, just like Buddy Carter, we can't
he's a U.S. rep.
We can't get rid of Buddy Carter because of the gerrymandered areas all around. And Buddy already knows this. That's the reason why he carried his behind
This might wake up Sandra. This might wake up Charlie. This district was built gerrymandered in 2000 when it was originally written. It is no longer gerrymandered. The issue is we got to get folk to go to the polls and vote. You had 170,000 people who are registered in this district who did not vote. If you keep having less than 60% voter turnout, then you're not you right.
You're gonna get the same
but we keep calling it gerrymandered because we losing. Two things: we got to make sure we have a viable candidate that runs against Buddy Carter, who can come and stick to Buddy Carter and talk that politics and get that money. And then the other piece is you got to get those people out of those crevices and make them vote. See, this is what we mess up at, Chandra. We do a great job of getting people registered to vote. We do a horrible job of getting people educated about being voters. And that's what we keep failing.
I'm not going to speak for Al Scott, but Al Scott did do the numbers, and Al Scott said it's doable. And just what Jay is saying, Al Scott said the same thing. We may not love this man, which I like him very well. He have a great mind, and he know how to play politics throughout the state. He does.
He good with numbers.
But the key, does he know how to play in the first congressional district? That's the key. Okay. All right.
You got to be able to get out there, Chandra, and talk to the people and get the people motivated. The first congressional district, we just need to have a candidate who's going to be able to talk all kind of languages and make it happen. And that's it. Bottom line.
Okay, so that's what we'll be doing. We're gonna be working on that. But one of the things she believes that the Atlanta Falcons is in the Super Bowl also. So
They
you know
are.
they have a loony as hell.
They are.
Yeah. So that takes us to our next. That brings us into our next game, and we're gonna make sure that we everybody Kansas City Chiefs. Go Chiefs! Go Chiefs!
I'm gonna you say what you want to say.
Tampa Bay is gonna win this.
I'm gonna be pulling for Kansas City, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm not going to bet no money against Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And because he has proven it, the man is 43 years old. He has proven himself time and time again. When they count him out as an underdog, you may not love him. I am pulling for Kansas City, but I won't bet a quarter against Tom Brady. I'm telling you.
Yep.
Well, I like Mahomes. Look at these stats here now. I like Mahomes.
You can have any stats you want. Tom Brady got history on his side, major history.
Charlie Brown, my problem is I ain't never heard this man talk about Kansas City.
Hey.
Never.
Who, Julius?
Yeah, I ain't never heard this man talk about Kansas City.
Oh, Lord, this man done with a put on a Dallas Cowboy
I
heart.
ain't never.
What the hell?
He never heard. Look,
Listen.
that's who is in the Super Bowl. Margie crazy, I'm crazy.
Jay, it was good to see you tonight, Sonia. We'll see you next week.
Hey, Charlie.
Julius, let's get a little bit late. Huh?
You don't end shows. Hold on, man. You ain't got
I'm a
but 10
little
minutes.
bit. Julius,
You got 7 minutes left. Hold on, dude.
I put myself on mute. Good night, viewing audience. Remember, share. Please, when people fail, there's two reasons. Lack of information, lack of knowledge, and APR will bring you the information and give you the knowledge to do what you need to do with it. Good night.
And the mind is like a parachute.
It only works when it opens.
Okay.
Wow.
We got a couple of items left. And one of them is, where in the hell is the Super Bowl party at?
Let me tell you something.
My next spoke to my name.
Dr. Fauci said, don't do it.
Okay.
Don't carry y'all behinds out here to all these Super Bowl parties. Watch the Super Bowl at your house. It's too dangerous. It's too dangerous this year. So.
Okay, Joyce says she got more votes than anyone ever against party, even the local Democratic Party.
Hey, Miss Briggs.
About that. Cowboy Nation.
You better tell him, Cecilia.
Ivan B. Cohen say, good night, Charlie. Hey, but one of the things I wanted to talk about was our new show. Before in the next 14 days, we're going to have about 17 shows, 16, 17 shows. Jay starts in a couple of days.
No, mine's next week, the 11th.
Next week, next Thursday, 8 days. And so he starts in 8 days. Oh, there's the good sister from the school board. Somebody say she can live it, but it's true. Okay, you got some new stuff, or you just popping up?
I'm just popping up to let everybody know that the Super Bowl party right there sitting down your computer. That's where your party's going to be.
Exactly. Thank you, Tanya.
Hey, Sunday. I don't know if Anthony Maven show come on 6 unless we tape it, but that is it. Ferrante Fraser say viruses don't make us sick, but we host virulent growth from toxic internal environment.
Boy, that boy know he be talking that science.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever. Folk dying.
Okay, I haven't called you. Got something for them every time.
I will have a Super Bowl party at my house with me and the family.
That's it.
Because I'm following the good doctor. What the doctor said. If you're gonna do it with the people you already with.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, we got shows. Candidly Keisha started this week. Alicia Blakely started. Candidly Keisha started 2 weeks ago. Alicia Blakely started this week. Jamon Torre started 3 weeks ago. It Is What It Is starts in 8 days. Let's talk about it. Started 2 weeks ago. This Friday we got Financial Sins coming up. This Friday we got Financial Sins coming up. It's gonna tell y'all about getting your estate together, getting your finances together, getting everything together that you need to get together. Voices in the Struggle also started Sunday. So they started Sunday. They had their first show Sunday. Plus all the shows that y'all already see on this platform. We're taking this to the next level. This is news by us, for us, through us, from us, whatever. So we're good. We're getting it all together. We just want to make sure everybody knows. Stay tuned to all things relevant media.
Share.
Listen to the old man. Share. And he going to take the vaccine tomorrow. And when he go take the vaccine tomorrow, then I know what you
Don't do that.
That's so cute.
Oh yeah.
I want to say, y'all tune in tomorrow morning. Mona Lisa in the morning. She got a special guest. I believe it's Dr. Jamon Torre. Y'all tune in. It'll be tomorrow morning. Dr. Jamon Torre. Mona Lisa in the morning. The Mona Lisa Monroe Show. 10 o'clock in the morning. Y'all watch it. It's a great show. She gives you a wealth of information. So I just want to say, everybody, thank you for coming out. Sandra, we'll give you a call. We need to talk about the book. J. Jones, you know, we talk everything, so we'll all let you. Thank you for coming on. And Sandra, I haven't going to say keep the super spreaders away from your body. And we're going to do that, Ivan. Okay. So that being said, good night, everybody.
You ain't gonna try to get them 2 minutes?
No, we're gonna play this thing for 2 minutes here.
Hi,
Hey, good talking to you, Sandra.
Okay.
All right.